Hello, lovely people. Happy time zones.
Hi.
It is another Saturday productivity stream, and I have shit to do. So, how is everybody today? As we say who we are, those of you in chat can say what you're working on and how you are if you want. We will start with Meadow.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Meadow. I do writing Sims on Tuesdays and Fridays, and I usually do the Sims on Wednesday, except for this week. And I'm also an editor for Rose City Editing. So if you're looking for an editor, you can go to mine and Jace's website, rosecityediting.com, and check us out and get a free sample edit and all that fun stuff. And today, I'm not doing anything productive other than driving to my family's house.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is the family that I like, so it's okay.
Oh, okay.
It's my brother turned 8 yesterday, and it's his birthday party today. So.
Oh, how lovely! Jeez.
Hello.
Yay.
Is it me next?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, I'm sorry. I was just in shock because I was checking my email and I actually got accepted for the collab meeting with Tori Kelly on how to improve my artist career.
Ooh.
So,
Ooh.
next week I will not be streaming on my channel because I have a meeting Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday with a dude from Def Jam Records and another person. So, yay! On that's kind of awesome.
It's very awesome.
I'm just kind of like in shock because my email went ting ting ting. I'm like, what is it? Oh, wait, what? They picked me?
What?
What? So okay, that's a thing to start putting in my brain grapes. Hi, my name is Charlie. I have 2 channels, one where I post like stuff and the other one where I put my music. And yeah, I'm going to be working on book 0 in my 5.5 book series today because I want to get this outline done so I can actually draft it.
Yes! Yay! Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Casboy. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine those 3 things. I am writing campaign stuff for multiple games during this springtime, and hopefully I will come up with nefarious and evil things to run my players through.
Oh, I gave you plenty of fodder for that earlier today.
Yep.
All right, and Chloe, you came in just in time for your introduction.
Yeah, I try to be on time every week, and obviously I fail miserably at that. I am Chloe. I am a writer of paranormal romance and erotic romance. And I also host shows under Word Stitch Write-ins. I host 5 days a week and sometimes extra pop-ups. So it is that time of year. If you're looking for more word sprints, Word Stitch Write-ins, I can help you out with that.
Yay.
Awesome. I am Jace Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy, editor for Rose City Editing. I run games on my channel. I play games on my channel. I do this on my channel. And today, as I'm doing the same thing Sako is, because we had this chat earlier today about getting the thoughts out of the head and onto the paper so we can actually use them when we need them. So I will be also transcribing my brain dumps of game stuff onto paper. Those of you who are frequent here may notice that Amber is not here. There is a reason for that. She got a late start and is still in transit on her move. And she asked me to let people know that she is not going to be streaming tomorrow because, she's
Transit.
on the road. All right. Let us see. We have Devin here. Devin was a little bit on the early side, awesome. And CB is here. And Violet's here.
Hey.
And Kat is here for a short time before work.
Yay, work.
Yeah. Yay, work.
Yeah, and
I would like to
For-
point out real quick that I was in fact the first person to enter the stream. I was here before Jace was here.
Oh, nice.
actually, I had the stream open. I didn't put myself in it. I was on my bed reading and looking over, and I wasn't going to get out of bed until I saw someone pop in there.
Understandable.
I was here for like a solid 5 to 10 minutes before you let me in. So
Well, I was also dozing a bit because, reading in bed. It has a narcotic
True.
effect.
true.
Yeah, and those of you who follow us on our Wednesday game, we will not be playing The Sims on Wednesday, but Kat will be doing a lot of work streaming because she has a butt ton of stuff to do because it is pre-finals, pre-graduation for her.
Oh, shiz.
Yeah, so she is overloaded with needing to do stuff. So we are sacrificing the game in order to let her be productive.
Hooray.
CB says, I am good, thanks. Right on track with camp. Aiming to get 18K by the end of this stream. 6K a day for 30 days. Whew, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's like me on my best day.
And CB is going for that daily.
But they also did like a trial run of the script.
Mhm.
So like I think they know damn well what they're writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't I see earlier, Chloe, that in like the AuthorTubers Discord, you said that you were starting your Camp Nano during the stream? You're muted.
I'm muted because I had to sneeze. I was being polite and I never unmuted. Yes, I am starting right now. I have not even opened the file yet, but it will happen now.
So we are watching someone start Camp Nano. And Kat said she's working a bunch this coming week because high schoolers are on spring break. Yes, nearly all of Kat's coworkers are high schoolers.
Yeah.
And since they're on spring break, they don't want to work, which means Kat, who is pre-finals and pre-graduation, has to also work every shift.
Right.
Spence is making a pie. And Key is here, and Stephanie is here. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome.
Yes, what kind of pie?
All the pie. Lemon meringue, I think, is the
That's
choice.
what I was about to say.
Yeah.
And possibly something else, another dessert. Was it lemon meringue
Oh,
versus cupcakes? Yes.
I believe, yeah.
Pie! Lemon meringue, yes. Oh, yes, and she's filming it. All right. Shall we get into our first sprint so that everyone who is needing to work can work? How about if I...
Well, I can start Nano.
I might have to bounce during the sprint or right after the sprint. So just letting you know now. If I disappear.
Meadow is just here to keep us company today.
Yay.
Take it.
Whoa. I did not
It
mean
said
that.
now.
It's aggressive.
What do you mean we're not starting instantaneously? What?
All right, that was the end of Sprint 1. Looks like Meadow is not with us.
Meadow was in an accident
What?
on the stream.
I
Like-
did not see that.
Yeah. So she is handling the fallout. So she will be back when all of that is handled.
Oh my. So, but she looked like everyone was okay?
She's okay, but I don't know. I think she's like bitching out the person who hit her. But it's, you know.
Was it like rear ending?
Mm-hmm.
And Noelle's in the back seat.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
She checked on Noelle before
hmm
getting her insurance and stuff.
No, I just mean that as far as getting angry,
Oh,
Yeah.
she was
that
pissed.
would be a big case of mama rage.
Yeah, she's pretty pissed.
Okay, how did everybody else do?
I got a little bit done on my outline and immediately like rewound the live stream to see what Saka's talking about. 'Cause- yeah.
She was looking in her rearview mirror when she was pulling over. So I think she was rear-ended and not so much having rear-ended someone else.
People.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as a testament to the amount of work I was getting done, not noticing what was going on screen.
Yeah. I summarized today's game, and I'm dreaming up what terrible repercussions there are going to be for what you did.
What I did was in character, and I have realized that this isn't a video game where I'm trying to make the very best moves. This is in order to keep the character, to get the character to the best place at the end. This is a role-playing game where you're trying to play it as the character would go.
Yeah.
And the character is going to make some bad choices.
Which is glorious.
The best kind of choices.
Yes, my character just took the law into his own hands and took out a serial killer that was being protected by it's a vampire government.
Yeah, that's going to have repercussions.
Yeah.
You done stepped in it, son.
I had a little bit to finish up before I started Nano, which of course turned into like a whole goddamn production. So I opened the file and I broke the Nano site, updating because it's a project that already has 100,000 words in it, and apparently Nano doesn't like it when you start at 100,000.
Well,
They're like 100,000 in a day. We don't like that.
I did get all the awards though.
So I'm going to put this up to both the group here and the people in chat. I am creating a coterie, and I need 5 more names, and the location. So these would be people that have been turned into vampires, but the location is Des Moines, Iowa.
Gertrude.
perfect.
She
Jacob.
can be 20, she can be 84, I don't care.
Yeah. I think there should be a farmhand Jacob that is Bruja and relatively young because he's still like tending the land and everything and animals and stuff like that. But he is like all about small government and not an anarch per se, but he's playing with the Camarilla.
There, I've already. It's going to be. It's not really a big spoiler because it's going to be told to you pretty much as soon as the game starts. Is that it's an anarch city.
Oh, it's an anarch city. Okay,
So
city.
One of my favorite regional names is Wyman. I've never heard that anywhere but around here.
Mhm.
WYMAN.
just wrote it down, and I wrote down Elmira and Virginia. Oh, that's 5.
That's 5. Yay! Everybody's got ancient names.
And the other one in the leader of that group has also been named.
Okay, good.
But yeah, as far as this is a coterie that's really about no government
Yeah.
because it's Iowa.
The smallest government possible.
hmm
The closest thing to an HOA that will ever come.
Yes. So it's those 5, the leader of this group, and one other that I have not named. But now they have names.
And now they have names.
A blind bake is when you put a pastry shell with no filling in the oven with tinfoil and something, beans and or pasta for a short time to set before the filling goes in.
Yep.
Never done that.
Sometimes you make the, especially with like cheesecake and stuff like that, you would make your crust ahead of time and then you'd put in the innards and cook it a second time.
I like that word, innards.
Innards.
Oh yeah, and while we were
Speaking of regional names, Ennard is a annoyingly common one.
Oh.
If you ever watch a British baking show and you hear them talk about the soggy bottoms,
Mhm.
blind bake is to prevent soggy bottoms.
Yep.
I thought toilet paper was for that.
Also that.
Oh, I'm full of the dad jokes all the time.
We know, Papa. We know.
While we were sprinting, we got a wild Tamara appearing. Hello and welcome.
Hello.
And Diana Robichaux came in. Hello.
Hello.
I don't think I've met you, but I do like that name.
Every
Yeah.
time I see that doggy, it makes me so happy.
That
Every
is
time I see you
a-
on my streams, but oh my goodness, that doggy. Oh.
Yeah, so now I get to assign. I've already got 2 Brujas going on here.
Oh.
So when
It
I say
is-
you have a brouhaha,
It is because of the type of coterie it is. You know, they could theoretically all be Bruja.
Theoretically, yeah.
So I've got that to work with on my next sprint. Yay!
Yay!
All right.
Shall we do another sprint?
I was gonna say, I think we're ready to start.
Yay!
I was like, okay, fill time. No, I don't need to fill time. This isn't one of those things.
This isn't one of those things. You can actually be
We can just
productive.
keep writing.
Oops. What is? I have to find that. There we go. All right, let us get another sprint going in 3, 2, 1, go. And we are back.
Great.
How did the peoples do?
I know how to open the night. I haven't discovered how to close the night just yet.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 character descriptions written up.
Hi, Sam Wicker.
And I kind of love Gertrude right now.
Yes.
She's a gang girl,
Yes.
but she's from Australia.
Even
Oh, even
I love
better.
it.
So
Ostrich
she, like,
farmer.
her animal of choice to transform into is a buff ass kangaroo.
Yes.
Achoo.
So, little tidbit from my life. My cousin, for lack of better term, asked me earlier today what my pen name was. And I
Oh,
said, well, you know, I write smut, but this is my pen name. And she's like, that's okay. And I'm thinking, well, you know, it's paranormal romance, so she's probably not even down with it anyways, but it is pretty bog standard paranormal romance. If you read paranormal romance, there's going to be humping, you know this.
yeah.
She skipped past all of my paranormal romance and purchased my breeder fet.
Oh.
So I stress ate a bunch of cake during that. There's every indication that she should not have purchased that one. It is the book is Magical Cave of Glowing Wonder, and the series is titled "The Series I Shouldn't Have Written." I feel like every warning was in place that this was not appropriate for people who know me personally, unless they are absolutely down with weird sex stuff.
This could be the moment that, like with my cousin, when you find out that, oh, you did not know them as well as you thought they did, and oh, okay, we can hang out now. Hi, let's talk.
Like I don't explicitly say breeder in it, but I am very clear that there are clones and twins with telepathic powers and a cult that is trying to breed a god. Like,
That's amazing.
yeah.
Devin.
Devin.
Clear.
Thank you,
That was-
Devin.
Primo timing, Devin.
Excellent.
And here's where you can buy it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
a terrible person, and I acknowledge this about myself, which is why my catchphrase is "Be better than me." But like, I feel like no matter what happens, this is going to be an entertaining ride, no matter what the reaction is to it.
I mean,
What
this
kind of
might
reviews
be-
you're gonna get?
this might be that like she never speaks to me again, and it wouldn't be a huge disaster in my life. But the other side is that she tells her mom, who tells my mom, and also my brother, and oh god,
Oh god. Oh god.
yeah.
Just eating cake is totally the right
Yeah.
response. Yeah.
She is absolutely more of a sister to my brother than I am.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about that because my mom found some of my slash fiction when I was a teenager
Oh.
and read it. And so anytime anything gay, like remotely gay happens, she's like, I'm good with this story. Because she like imagines where it's going.
Oh.
Like it could be the most innocent thing ever, but it's just like, oh no. I don't know how they're going to end up in bed, but somehow it just nopes out.
My mom knows what I write. It's just that this is absolutely the extreme of what I write. And if it's literally bad, any other, I have 12 books. If there had been any of the other 12 books, like, okay. Even if it had been the second book in the series, when she's already bred, even then, the worst with that one is it ends in a throuple, but like the throuple doesn't actually happen. It's the next book that's going to be throuple.
All right, did we find out what Charlie did?
I made a snack.
Okay.
Support that.
And then realized I muted everything that could be muted between me and the outside world. And was for a little bit.
All right. While we were sprinting, Michael came in. Hello, Michael. I don't remember seeing you since the Worldwide Write-a-thon, so welcome to my world.
He's been around.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Oh, I remember him during the Write-a-thon, but I don't remember seeing him on my channel. So
Right on.
welcome to my universe, my slice of insanity.
It's filled with dad jokes. Beware. The dad jokes are overly abundant.
Shh. No, that's when you hold the hand over the mouth and say, and the mouth and nose and say, shh.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Let's see. CB went to get some more cheese, snacked on cheese earlier. Sam, welcome.
Yay, Sam.
Miss being able to join the streams. Yeah, it's nice to have you back.
It's nice to have you.
Yes, kangaroo. CB got 121 words, super. And Diana got 107 words and a discussion with the hubby about dinner. Excellent. KL, I don't remember seeing you here either. But says, oh no, Chloe, stress cake is the best response, though.
It was also a Paul Hollywood boozy cake, so that helped because now I am just slightly buzzed on triple sec.
Nice.
Awesome.
I don't drink, so it doesn't take much.
There is no better combination than sweets with booze. I remember there was a candy store in the local mall when I was a teenager, and they sold these chocolates that had booze in them, except they didn't card anyone. And I bought lots of them because they were amazing. So yes, chocolate and booze, yes.
All the yes.
I did Mary Berry's Black Forest Gâteau a couple weeks ago for Ken's birthday, and it called for Kirsch, called for black cherries soaked in Kirsch, jars of it, which I can't get anywhere near me. So I took cherries and I soaked them in red berry brandy because it was the closest I could find, because I couldn't find Kirsch either. And didn't think about it until I had already made it, about like what the actual alcohol content and black cherries in Kirsch would be. It's like half sugar, and that was absolutely not what I made. And like all of my alcoholic friends loved the cake, but thank God all of the children had gone home by that point, because I was like,
this is a grown-up cake.
Half of this, or else I'm gonna be vomit. It tasted good, but oh God.
Oh my gosh. I wish I lived in your area and was privy to this delicious cake.
I want some of this cake.
It was fantastic. It really did come out amazing. Just like next time I make it, I have to modify it so it is more sugar than brandy.
Yeah.
Chocolate and booze is the best. My mom has this recipe for chocolate bourbon truffle-ish things. I first had them when I was 10, and I didn't know what bourbon was. In fact, alcohol.
Fun.
Yes, it is amazing. Bailey's in cheesecake. Ooh.
Mhm.
There's a Haagen-Dazs like stand in our mall that offers Bailey's ice cream,
Nice.
which is and it was strong. So like underaged me like wasn't carded to get like the big waffle cone. I was like, oh yes.
Although I think with that much like sugar and stuff in it, it's not going to fuck you up.
It was enough. A waffle cone was enough to get a buzz.
Yeah, a buzz out of an entire waffle cone.
Yeah.
Imagine. Uh, I'll tell this story. I think I've told it before, but my mom and her friends, when they were early 20s, wanted to get fucked up on homemade grasshoppers with ice
Oh.
cream.
Oh yeah.
But they got the proportions wrong, and it was a lot of ice cream, and they were trying to get fucked up.
Oh
And
no.
instead, they all got sick because they got the ice cream got to them before the alcohol ever could.
Yeah.
It's like failed experiment, but you got a lot of ice cream, so win.
It's
All right,
fine.
shall we go into number 3?
I support that.
I support that.
All right, we will sprint in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, we went the timer too.
Fine.
Okay.
Well, I'm back.
I'm back.
I'm even back.
Ooh. I wonder if Jace is okay.
Dad jokes, can you hear?
No,
Oh,
no,
oh,
no,
no.
he's certainly not.
He's certainly not hearing us.
Sako, what'd you get done?
Can you hear me now?
Yay!
Yay!
That wasn't a disconnect. That was my microphone deciding that it needed to be unplugged and plugged back in.
Oh, that sucks.
Better than a disconnect. I'm sitting here talking to you, and you're like, "Guess you're not back." I'm like, "I'm back. I'm right here. I'm talking to you."
No, we didn't hear nothing.
You're dead, you're a ghost.
You're dead, you're a ghost.
Anyway, I was wanting to. I'm in the middle of a sentence, and I wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
But I am like, I've got 3 pages of notes out of this stream so far.
Amazing.
Yay.
And I have 3 weeks. No, I have like a week's worth of like stuff that I need to like parse out and fill in, and half of
right.
that is going to be your reaction to certain things.
Yeah, I'm just setting up this city.
City building is so much fun. I actually have a guide for building Camarilla and Anarch cities.
Cool.
Like, if I can find the PDF, I'll send it to you.
This one is kind of easy because Des Moines is... Nobody really wants it.
Yeah.
And so the anarchs that are there are just like, we just want peace.
Hmm. Well, it's not just that. It's like, what are all of the infrastructure setups that are in the city, and what are the relationships with other World of Darkness characters, or et cetera, et cetera. I did it for London, which was super fun.
Maybe I'll make some corn wolves. Werewolves of the corn.
Werewolves of the corn.
I love it.
Oh,
No, it takes place. It's actually taking place in 2 cities, but Altoona is so close to Des Moines, it might as well be a suburb.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha.
yeah. I'm trying to figure out exactly how D&D/RPG I want this dungeon crawl to be, because
It's a dungeon crawl. Make it all hack and slash, man.
I'm really tempted to, because back when I originally conceived of this series, it was going to be a lit RPG book, and then I changed my mind about that because I didn't like that added layer of abstraction. I think it took away from the story.
Mm-hmm.
But it still has a lot of the DNA of a lit RPG in it. So,
Oh, we did get Raven come in.
Hi, Raven.
Hello, Raven. We missed you this morning with the snarkiness, but I made up for it. You got a pretty mouth.
Christ on a crutch.
And we made Violet want a drink.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait at least until the sun goes down, and then I'll switch to cider.
CB got 196 words. Diana got 134, and Sam got 350. Excellent.
Ooh.
CB, I hate when the sprint ends when I'm in the middle of a sentence. It's not as bad when you're in the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're on the screen and it ends and you're in the middle of the sentence, you're just like,
And you're hosting, it's like,
yep.
yeah.
Also, what is slightly worse than that is when you have no co-host, so you can't even be like,
Oh,
"You guys go, I'll be there in a second."
yeah.
Instead, it's like, we're just going to keep going another 40 seconds. Y'all are going to have to figure out what's happening on your own. I do that a lot. In case you've ever wondered while you're watching my streams and that count like flips around for 40 seconds, that's exactly what's happening. I'm finishing the sentence, and I thought the sentence would finish in 10 seconds, and here we are 40 seconds later. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And I picture werewolves bounding through corn stalks. That's actually what I was thinking when I said corn
Yeah.
wolves.
Cornrows.
Because there's no like forest. It's just
It's
fields.
just field. Yeah.
I just started reading. I believe it's Leah Stone is the author. Her Wolf Girl series. I normally don't do werewolf stuff, but it came highly recommended, and I haven't liked the last couple of books that I picked up, so I went with it. And part of the premise, I'm only like a third of the way through it. Part of it, like she's never been able to transform into a wolf because of some stuff her family did, whatever. She transforms for the first time, or she shifts for the first time. And when she finishes her shift, she's in her wolf and she's also in her human body side by side. And like, no explanation has been given except that it's a really bad thing that she could do that. And I'm like, I'm really excited about this series now because what the hell is happening?
What the- yeah. Mm.
That was a new one for me.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
new one for me too.
And I put us into quiet, sorry.
Oh no, I was just obsessively thinking about trying to figure out if the Frogman stories get as far north as Iowa.
Frogman.
Oh yeah, Frogman's kind of a thing in Missouri and Illinois.
Mhm.
And I was wondering if I don't know if it gets up into Illinois, into Iowa. I don't know.
What is that? Is that like a Bigfoot thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like a 7-foot tall anthropomorphic frog thing that's reported to have like attacked cars and all kinds of stuff.
Cool.
So it's the old WB mascot.
Basically, yeah.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby.
Perfect.
While I love all this stuff, if I started adding that to this story, my characters would be in Iowa for like 15 more episodes, and they got shit to do. Uh-oh. Am I still... Okay.
We're with you.
You were good.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted.
It's just that all the sound stopped, and
Yeah.
my microphone
did
has
it last
already
night.
decided.
What do you mean? It's
So
not our
I
job to
did
freak you out?
get a couple of scenes edited that time.
Cool.
And I've also come to the realization that the smartest thing I could do at this point is get a damn beta reader, which I haven't done for like any of my stories in ages, but this is the one. It is time. Like it's dumb for me to even
Wow.
try to fix it without a beta reader.
I can only imagine trying to do that with 100,000 words.
I've actually written, this is my alien romance that I've written 2 of the 6 novels in, and the first one isn't right. So it's not even 100,000. It's like, I think this one's actually like 40,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll be able to find somebody for that task. No big deal. But
No big
like just
deal.
like, this is exactly what I'm going to need to do, and it's dumb for me to do anything else. This was kind of a good realization.
Okay. Let's see. What was I?
About to make a
Make it
dad
very-
joke, I'm guessing.
That would make a very different, but honestly more fun interpretation of Stephen King's Children of the Corn, when all the kids turn into werewolves and eat their parents instead. I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Raven showed up late, so we got 122. CB hates it when the stream or when the sprint stops in the middle of a sentence because her memory is so darn bad. Yeah, I feel you there.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
There's a
Great
reason
memory.
I'm writing all this down.
Right.
Aren't all writers related to goldfish? Like, I think I read that somewhere.
And also, aren't all book writers related to goldfish?
I think I've read that somewhere.
That's why I
Kate,
always keep a notebook on me. So I always am able to like write down whatever dumb stuff is in my brain. Because if I tell myself, oh, you'll remember this, I will absolutely not remember it.
Never.
Kate got 232 and finally finished that politicking scene and got herself a drink. Excellent.
Yeah.
And Raven finally started a new story for the first time in ages, writing one of my main setting characters, who is a pan flautist who unintentionally intrigues a Holdra. Holdra?
Ooh, yeah.
I don't know that creature while playing a serenade for
Uh,
his lover.
Oh, how to describe? Kind of like a kobold, but different. Like if a kobold, a pixie, and an imp had a baby, kind of ish.
Kinky. Chloe, that's your next book?
Yeah. Let's do the baby. Throw that baby right in there. Perfect.
That would be one hell of a throw.
Raven says the power of my voice is just too mesmerizing and it shuts down all the brains within earshot. Yeah, that's not not the truth.
Sorry, what'd you say? I was mesmerized.
Violet says, I am of the sloth family of writers. I don't need to write this down. I'll remember it. Narrator. It would be forgotten immediately.
Exactly.
He had forgotten it before he finished the sentence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Goldfish or sheep. Yeah.
All right. I have it set up for a 15
Awesome.
so that we can do that and then do our outros.
All right.
Sure.
All right. Oh, let me actually put it on the screen this time. It's a Forrest Gump on the beach time.
Woo!
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Wow, that took me way too long to figure out how the buttons worked.
That is every day of my life.
That's what he said. I tried to resist. I tried not to say it.
No, you should always say it. Don't resist that. It's magic.
Oh no. You don't understand. The hubby says that way too much. Like
Oh,
that's the hubby's go-to joke, and so it's stuck constantly into my head. Like every sentence that comes out of somebody's mouth, I just hear that's what he said. That's what he said in my hubby's voice, in the back of my head, because he says it so much. Hi, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Yep. How did you guys do?
I cleaned up a little bit. I made the dog very mad at me because I am not 100% devoting my attention to her, which makes me one of the foulest creatures on the face of the planet. You know, Saturday.
Yeah. I got my character list made up. So, stream well done.
Yay.
I read another scene.
Nice.
I mostly ate Girl Scout cookies, and I tried to think up some more things, but now I'm looking at my werewolf game and wondering where to take the next step.
Between Sako and the Girl Scout cookies and Spence with the pie, I feel like I am just like missing out on life. I mean, Chloe's making boozy chocolate cakes. I mean, what am I doing with my life?
You're missing out on the diabetic coma.
Oh, yeah. There's that.
Okay,
Right.
so super important question for you guys.
Okay.
In the realm of how to spell words that are not actual words, quickie, I-E or Y?
I.e.
I.E. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I mean, there's absolutely no surprise for anyone that was what the word was.
Actually, I was expecting something far worse, especially after my cousin's story.
Yeah. Yeah. No kidding.
Kate got 80 words in near the beginning of the sprint and had to rush off for dinner.
Yep.
Thank you for coming. CB got 114 words because they're PO'd at Ray Fiennes. That is not what I read earlier. You must have
Misread.
no, must have edited the comment.
Oh.
I saw that Ray Fiennes actually agreed with She Who Must Not Be Named.
Right, which is the problem.
Mm-hmm. Raven got 193 words, mostly because I spent too much time explaining what version of a halter was. Yep.
Yeah.
Sam got 392 words to finish off with 1939 for the day. Diana got 203. Excellent.
Excellent.
All hail Abigail Thorne, the princess of Turf Island.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I know who Ray Fiennes is.
Phineas, yeah.
Fiennes.
Fines.
Yep. That's how all the media outlets say it, and have said it for the past 20 years.
Okay.
But yeah, it's not surprising that someone that old would be on her side.
It's not surprising. I'm not surprised anyway.
It's just frustrating.
Disappointing, yeah. Frustrating.
Especially right here around the, because Wednesday was the International Trans Day of Visibility.
Right.
Mhm.
And I wanted to make a video, but I
Yeah.
said some stuff on the stream, but Jesse Gender basically made the video I wish I could have made. So if you want to know everything I would have said, go watch Jesse's video for
Okay.
International Day of Trans Visibility. But yeah, it's everything that is being said about us now, about trans people now, was said about gay people in the 80s and 90s, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. It's the same thing, and you can take it all the way back. It is amazing watching this Demogorgon looking for something to strike out at, because it's the same arguments, but when they get detached from one group, they just find another group, latch onto it, and go. And it's, having lived through several waves of these,
Yeah.
like, it's amazing, and that nobody sees it.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, age is not an excuse,
It's not
but it's not a surprise.
yeah. Like, they're still responsible for, how they think and the kind of words that come out of their mouth. But they come from a generation that is more likely to be stuck in the 70s and 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's not an excuse, but it makes more sense why he would say it than another person who was younger. No excuse for it, but it's still like, oh yeah, that's something that somebody his age would say.
It was supposed to arrive on Tuesday, so I'm really glad that it arrived way earlier than that.
Yes, I was also raised that in a place where disrespect and prejudice were not acceptable against any group.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that. I wish I could. But
My parents are extremely racist.
Yeah. And I mean, the best thing that happened for me was when we moved to Maryland. Like, every apartment building had somebody from a different ethnic. Every apartment in the apartment building we lived in was somebody from a different country, basically, that had just immigrated here. So that was my growing up. And like people. People are people.
As of like 2001, some dear friends of mine in Alexandria were murdered. Like, almost the entire family, and the brother was sent off to India for protection.
That sadly does not surprise me, having like grown up around there.
Yeah, it was really nasty place to be. Was to be Northern Virginia, because you had the old money and the new money and the poor, and they're stealing our gerbs, like people around here. So
see, that's not the type that we have around here. We have our cities, which are big population clusters with fairly liberal, mostly liberal ideals, surrounded by forest land with hunters that don't think government should play any part in anything or tell them what to do. So it's like all militias.
we have like a handful of libertarians that like keep the party alive in this neck of the woods, but like there's no point in voting libertarian because the population is so low that you're never going to get anywhere.
I spent my teen years, let's say, pulling pranks on Klansmen at Klan rallies, because that's Southern Maryland. For you, like, you're either with them or against them, and
Yeah.
I have to say, when we snuck in and put Rainbow Coalition stickers on all of their bumpers, that was fun because we didn't waited around to hear all of the pretty, pretty words that came out of their mouth when they saw them.
Yeah.
Many eons ago, I was asked out on a date to a Klan rally. One of the most confusing things ever asked of me. Why would you think I would ever want to? Okay, no, we're not.
Yeah.
Go away.
We're not going that way. Thanks,
Yeah.
though.
Oh God.
Was this a man or a woman that asked you out?
Oh, it was a man. I was in high school.
Okay.
Not that I was necessarily straight in high school, but 1996 was a different time.
I was just
Oh, yeah.
I was just thinking of how big a disconnect it would be if it had been a woman asking you out to a Klan rally.
Oh, high school, man. I was the only gay in the village. And everyone knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for me as a woman in the 90s, it was just a phase. I'm fine. I can make out with girls. It's just a phase. You'll want dick later.
My mother is convinced that it's still a phase. That I just haven't grown up yet. Like, no, we've been married for 25 years. It's just a phase. It'll be fine. He's a nice guy, but, eventually.
Oh, yeah. I'm completely straight now that I married a penis. Yeah.
Because that's how that works.
Yes.
Oh, then I can tell my mom I'm straight too.
Is that what it takes?
Is that all it takes? Well, I have my little paper from the courthouse. Yay.
Woo!
Look, Mom, I'm officially straight.
I'm great. Mom.
All right. And with that, we should do our outros.
Actually, with that, I felt the phantom slap of my mother's hand across my face really hard. Like, in spirit, she reached out and did it.
Hilarious.
Thinking about it, I'm actually super surprised that my dad's side of the family is liberal. Spence would know this, that my dad's side of the family is from Belleville. That is one of the rural areas in Michigan, and they don't show it.
Michigan's kind of a train wreck, yes. Georgia is absolutely a train wreck, but it's the train wreck we all understand because there's Atlanta and then there's Georgia, so it makes sense. Michigan is the train wreck that you don't expect.
Is it though?
I was gonna say, those of us who are in the middle of it,
I've
been to Rochester.
Absolutely.
I've been to Rochester. That was small town. Everybody hunts. 1950s type of downtown area, and and it's expensive as fuck to live there too. Considering the area.
But y'all are just so close to Canada. It doesn't make any sense to us. Why do y'all don't feel Canada?
but
the land of milk and honey up there.
The part that's close, that's actually kind of touching Canada, is the Detroit area. And that's where the liberal section is. And then you get away from the Canada border, and the other places that get near Canada have giant lakes between us and them. And not only that, but those parts of Canada on the other side of those lakes are the wilderness.
Some would say Great Lakes.
Yes.
Some would say great.
So, yeah.
What makes a lake great? Is it its achievements, the number of people that it has drowned in its waters?
It could be that it looks like an ocean when you're standing there.
Right. Freshwater ocean.
The Great Lakes are freshwater seas. The things they teach you about your state when you're in elementary school and force you to sing. And
Oh, ours was all Civil War shit. Like every year, all year,
Yeah,
Civil War.
we talked a lot about Jesse James because he was around here, and that time that we killed Joseph Smith because of Mormons. Mormons. Like that's like the two things that Missouri has done. That's our two claims for fame. We had Jesse James, and we killed a prophet. Yes. Oh yeah, and we accidentally had a president
Yeah.
because he was vice president, and the president died. So we accidentally got grandfathered in with the president. So yeah, yes.
All right. Now let's do our outros. Charlie, you want to start us out?
Sure. Hi, my name is Charlie. I do things. I'm currently working on a 5.5 book series that I'm really, really excited about. I want to get drafting it soon, but there are so many moving parts. Anyway, so I do streams on my channel on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I actually got the time confirmations now. And I'm terrible with time zones, but I think it means I'll actually be able to stream next week. So yay. Next week's going to be so busy. Anyway. So there's that, and I do a bunch of podcasts, and I do some music that you can check out on my Project Shadow channel or by searching Project Shadow on everything, because it's there. My latest single, Have Mercy, has actually been playlisted in a couple places, and I am very excited because I loves it.
Hey.
Woot.
Howdy, neighbors. I'm Sako Toomey, also known as Cass Voight. I write horror, and I'm a witch, and I'm a graphic designer, and sometimes I combine all those three things. If you want to see the things that I wrote today in action, next Saturday at 9 o'clock in the goddamn morning, but you can always watch the replay. It is Vampire the Masquerade: The Great When. Starring
9 a.m.
Yeah, 9 a.m. Eastern.
No, the Great When?
The Great When is not without the whip.
Cool whip.
Well treated.
All right, let's let you finish your outro.
That's pretty much that. Like 9 o'clock, The Great When Eastern. Come visit us or watch our replay. It's going to be super fun. Super dark. To warn you, super dark.
I started it. I took it to the dark place.
You did that. All right, I am Chloe Alice Falcon. I am a writer of paranormal romance and Breederfit. I also I also host my own streams on Word Stitch Write-ins, and I also host them on Twitch, Chloe Alice Falcon on Twitch. And on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Ooh, speaking. 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll be doing Bob Rossoff with my buddy Cindy. And also next weekend, starting, I believe it's starting Friday at 6 p.m. Several people from NaNoWriMo will be doing a mini version of the 100 Hours of Writing on Twitch. I will be streaming from noon to 2 on Saturday. I will be posting a graphic for it on the AuthorTube Facebook and also in the AuthorTube Discord about that. But that is going to be happening next weekend, part of Friday, and all day Saturday.
Cool.
Neat.
And that's everything, I think.
And I am Jace Maxwell, author of Urban Fantasy, editor for Rose City Editing. I do a sim stream on Tuesdays at noon. I can't remember what time it is because it keeps flipping around.
Yeah.
And I've skipped several weeks now. I normally do a group sim stream on Wednesdays from noon to 6 with Meadow and Kat, but that is not happening this week because we are giving Kat a work break. On Thursdays, I run my VTM tabletop RPG called the VTM Mysteries, of which Sako is one of the players, and Charlie is a sometimes cameo player, which they just figured out that maybe Genevieve is still alive.
Alive.
Oh. I raised my eyebrows like y'all could see me. Like I'm being putting on like all kinds of dramatic face, and I don't even have a camera in this room.
They found out that Genevieve might be revivable.
Think of the Christmas.
But also knowing that her body is in the hands of the Inquisition.
Yeah, that's no good. Which means it's probably not a body anymore. It's probably ash.
There's Genevieve.
Hi, Genevieve.
And I will reiterate it for Amber that she is not streaming tomorrow because she is still in transit in her move. And with that, we bid you all adieu.
Ciao, adieu.